Jai. Hare Krishna, everyone. I'm Somendra Krishna from Sydney. I'm feeling very fortunate to get this opportunity to glorify our Guru Maharaj on this very auspicious occasion of Snani Yatra. So in Sydney, we are celebrating Snani Yatra today. And as you also, all of you know that we are also celebrating 43rd anniversary of Guru Maharaj Sannyasa ceremony from Srila Prabhupada. So on this momentous occasion, I'm feeling very fortunate and also seeking blessing from all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis and all our God brothers, God sisters to please bless me so that I can share my experiences with you. And please also forgive me if I say anything inappropriate or commit any offenses. So with that, I would like to start. As Prabhu already mentioned, I came to Sydney in 2004, and I'm originally from Kolkata. And 2007, I came in contact with ISKCON. And at that point of time, I was involved in a youth program. So one of our senior God brother here, Rajshekhar Prabhu, he was running this program. And Prabhu actually, Guru Maharaj at that point of time, just started to come to Australia. Guru Maharaj actually used to come to Australia in the 80s quite regularly. But then for a while, he didn't came because obviously he was quite busy with Bhakti Charu and then all the other responsibilities. But in 2000, from middle of 2005, he started coming to Sydney and Australia. So at that point of time, Guru Maharaj, when Guru Maharaj was here, one day Rajshekhar Prabhu asked us that, a senior sannyasi is here. If you want to come and meet with him. At that point of time, I was working and we were had this group with few professionals. So we thought, yes, let's go and we will meet with him. So we went, and Guru Maharaj was staying at an apartment near to the temple. We went into that apartment, and at that day, Guru Maharaj was giving personal darshan. So we were just waiting outside, and then Rajshekhar Prabhu came and said that, okay, you can come and meet with Guru Maharaj. So me and another young boy, we went inside, and we saw that Guru Maharaj is sitting there. We sat down. Guru Maharaj started asking us questions that where we are from, what we are doing. And then, he was just, and then he was inquiring that, okay, how you're feeling in ISKCON. And we said, yeah, it's very nice. It's very friendly. Sydney is a very fast-paced city. It's very hard to get time out of people. But when we come to the temple, we get this opportunity to sit down with the devotees. We listen to all these lectures, and they are very nice. So, and then Guru Maharaj, said, so why don't you just dedicate your life to ISKCON? And that was the first meeting, and I was just got a little bit back because although before that I met few other sannyasis, but those discussions were it's more it didn't went into this kind of discussion. And then Guru Maharaj said, why don't you just dedicate your life to ISKCON? And then Guru Maharaj started describing the cycle of birth and death, the 8.4 million species. And then Guru Maharaj said that, okay, now you understood, you have been going through this cycle of birth and death. So, and you probably have enjoyed. So why don't you just dedicate this life to serve Srila Prabhupada? And what's the harm? If you don't like it, or if it's you think that your life at the end, if you think that your life was a failure, then you will come back in next life and you can enjoy again. So there is no basically loss for you. If you like ISKCON and how it's going, then just join. And then with that conversation was going, it was so spontaneous. And then from my side, I just started saying, okay, yes, Maharaj, yes, I'm agreeing to do that. provided you give me your guidance and shelter. I didn't know where that came from. Nothing was like preconceived, because I also didn't know what to expect. And I just asked that, please, please Maharaj, if you please give us guidance and shelter at your lotus feet, then we will dedicate ourselves. And then Guru Maharaj said that, lotus feet or not, that I don't know, but I will definitely help you. So then it just started, and then Maharaj said that, Guru Maharaj said, please come tomorrow also. You have time tomorrow? And we said, yes, we will come. So next day also we went, and then Guru Maharaj was supposed to go to Brisbane, so another city in Australia. And Guru Maharaj, when the plan was for 2 days, he will go to Brisbane and then come back. So and then Rashika Prabhu said, why don't you come along? So I said, okay, because I was already it was such a new experience for me. Then because the whole idea of spiritual life was something different from back home, from where I'm coming. I'm from a family where, every month there is some puja is going on. In Bengali they said, Baro Mashe Tero Parvon. It's like every month there is some puja going on. So the idea of spirituality is something different. But here what I was experiencing was really different. And then when I came to know that I got the opportunity to go to Brisbane, and I just took it. I just booked my ticket and I went to Brisbane. So at that point of time, what happened that few devotees got initiated from Guru Maharaj, and one of the devotees got really sick. And then I was just, because I was just new, and I was for the first time I went there, I was getting this opportunity to stay where Guru Maharaj is staying, in the same house. So I was seeing Guru Maharaj very closely, and I was saying that Guru Maharaj was so worried about him. Every hour he was asking that, okay, how he's doing, is he have enough care, can you please make sure, he's getting prasadam, make sure there is someone with him. So I was just, and then I was thinking that Guru Maharaj probably have met that person just once or twice, and obviously then he got initiated after that. But to have that, that level of care, it was amazing, and then Guru Maharaj, but at the same time, as you all know, that when Guru Maharaj travels somewhere, his itinerary is packed. Obviously he has a morning program, he has a day program, he has an evening program. So the programs was going on, and Guru Maharaj didn't cancel any program. He was going through all the programs. But once he getting into the program, he's sitting on the Vyasasana and giving a class, completely changed. Everything changed, and Guru Maharaj is fully focused and giving the class. It was so profound, and it was so nice. But when he's coming out again, he's again asking questions, and he's again worried about the devotee. So and then that night, Guru Maharaj also couldn't sleep properly. That we knew, the secretary, he came out of the room next morning. He came out and he said that Guru Maharaj couldn't sleep properly. So he was worried. And then Guru Maharaj, that day morning, Guru Maharaj was scheduled to give a class of Srimad Bhagavatam at the Brisbane temple. And Guru Maharaj went and gave the class. And I specifically remember that Guru Maharaj gave the class, and he started speaking on Shikshashtakam, the 3rd verse. And Guru Maharaj explained the characteristics of humility, compassion, mercy. And when I'm sitting down there and I'm listening to him, and I'm thinking, this, this is a saintly person who is actually following what he's actually preaching. Because that was really first time for me. So and it was such a new experience. And at that point of time, we were trying to think that, someone is we applaud someone who actually walked the talk, from materialistic point of view. And here I'm seeing someone who was giving this, explaining all these characteristics of a Vaishnava. And he is the epitome of it. He was when again, when he came out of the class, again, he was so, he was trying to find out about him. And by mercy of Guru Maharaj, he got well. And then Guru Maharaj went to see him, and that was such wonderful, that's such amazing experience. And somehow or other that created the first the connection. And I'm really fortunate to actually had that opportunity to travel with Guru Maharaj, and went through that experience. So then Guru Maharaj, he came to Australia. So then Guru Maharaj actually, after that, at that year, few devotees got initiated, and they requested Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj said okay to come back again to Australia. And Guru Maharaj said okay, he will make a point to come to Australia every year. And so from next year he started traveling to Australia. So when he came to next year to Australia, I again went to Guru Maharaj, and then I requested Guru Maharaj that if I please get initiation, and Guru Maharaj very mercifully agreed to it. And in 2011, I got initiated from Guru Maharaj, and that was like also such wonderful experience. I remember that the talk that Guru Maharaj, the class, before the initiation, and he was just very clear, remembering that to connect us to Srila Prabhupada. He explained very clearly that Srila Prabhupada's position. And Guru Maharaj said that on behalf of Srila Prabhupada, I'm giving this, giving this to you. So you have to understand. And we are also fortunate that His Holiness Janananda Maharaj was also there. So we are sitting, Guru Maharaj is sitting in front of us, and behind us, His Holiness Janananda Maharaj was sitting. And then he actually, Guru Maharaj asked that, Maharaj, would you like to also add something? And Maharaj said that, whatever you said, I think it's more than enough. But I just wanted to tell all of them that these disciples, that they are very fortunate. So, and don't waste this opportunity, and serve your Guru very nicely. So that, that program also, was so wonderful. And then when we met with Guru Maharaj after the initiation ceremony, Guru Maharaj's instruction was just try to be a very nice devotee. That is his instruction, always try to help each other and just be a very nice devotee. So that's what the journey started for me. I got initiated, and then next year, 2012, I got married here in Sydney, and Guru Maharaj was here. I got married in the Shri Radha Gopinath temple, and Guru Maharaj was here in the ceremony, and he blessed us. And we felt so fortunate to have Guru Maharaj's presence in that moment. And then Guru Maharaj, as he's traveling, and even there were years there that Guru Maharaj was also coming twice to Australia. So we were really fortunate. So in one of those years, I'd like to also share this, that in one of those years, early years, that one time Guru Maharaj was coming, and his flight was in early morning. So his flight was supposed to come around 6 o'clock in the morning. And I just bought a new car at that point of time, and we thought, okay, this is a new car, and so we will, Guru Maharaj will travel in this car. So me and a couple of my other god brothers, Bharasheshta Prabhu and Rashikar Prabhu, we said, okay, all of us will go in this car, 3 of us, and then we will go to the airport, and we will, receive Guru Maharaj. So as thing happened, for various reasons, we got late. So we got late, we thought that, oh, if it is 6 o'clock flight, then by the time Guru Maharaj will come out, it will be 7 o'clock. So we were driving, and at 6:15, we are in the middle way to the airport. And then one of our other god brother who was already there, he called us, and he said, Guru Maharaj already came out and he's waiting. And we were driving in the freeway, and we say, okay, what can we do? I said, we will be there in 10 minutes. And we rushed to airport. In 2 minutes, again, call came, and he told us that Guru Maharaj left the airport. One of other devotee was here, he's in his car, and Guru Maharaj just left for the apartment. So we just somehow or other we came out of the freeway, we took a U-turn, and then again we rushed to the apartment. And somehow or other, we managed to reach there before Guru Maharaj came. And it's just just Guru Maharaj's car, when it was just about to enter that apartment, our car was already there. So we came out of the car, Guru Maharaj came out, uh, like, you know, and he just walked straight into the building. So it was like it was like a service apartment. So, and Guru Maharaj just went into the lift, and myself, Bharat Shashipur and Rajashekar Prabhu, we were following Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj went into the lift, and three of us went into the lift, and then the door closed. And after that, and that again was a new experience for me. It was thunderbolts. Like Guru Maharaj was just saying that, how can you just be late? Like your guru, is coming. How can you be late? And you should have been there. You should have been there early. Why I have to depend on others to come here? And then we didn't say anything. And Guru said, you make a point next time when, if you have to go to receive someone to airport, don't worry that when the flight will come and when they will come out, you have to be there early, okay? Because if someone coming, it's our tradition that we have to be there to welcome them. This is Vedic tradition. It's not only for me, it's for everyone. So, and then Guru Maharaj, then when inside the apartment, he went to his room straight away. He took shower, and then the secretary and then one of the devotee, they prepared the breakfast. Guru Maharaj came out, and we were all standing there. We are not saying anything. We're just standing there. Guru Maharaj started taking breakfast, and he asked a few questions. We could still feel that, Guru Maharaj, is still upset. And then Guru Maharaj just went inside the room. And all of us, which is specifically three of us, we just sat down and we were like, what just happened? Why we did that? Why we had to go in the same car? We should have taken, we should have thought about it more. And we were just sitting there. And before Guru Maharaj was going inside, he said that, now you all take breakfast. So, but we were just sitting there. None of us had any appetite for breakfast. But then we were just sitting down. And then suddenly Guru Maharaj came out of the room and he said, oh, none of you are taking breakfast? And we said, yes, because we remember that Guru Maharaj asked us to take breakfast. And then we rushed to the dining table. And Guru Maharaj said, okay, sit down. I'm going to serve you. And we were like, okay. And then Guru Maharaj went into the kitchen. Okay, what is there? Okay. Then he started asking the secretary, okay, give me this bread. Okay, cut the avocado, cut this cheese. And we were like, what's happening? And we just sat down, and the Guru Maharaj came and he put the breads on the toaster, took out the bread, and then he actually giving the breads. And that's something that it still gives me goosebump, when I remember that process. But then later on that trip, at one point when we were sitting with Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj explained that the way if you are not putting your effort to serve your guru, who is the most important part of your spiritual life, then how you're going to serve the other devotees, the other senior Vaishnavas? So it's very important. I'm chastising you to make sure that you all understand this. That is very important. Vaishnava etiquette is very important, because that's actually what differentiates us from the rest of the other. It's not like that we take pride for it, but this is how it should be. This is how Srila Prabhupada taught us. And we should actually be always ready to offer our respect in a proper way to everyone. So Guru Maharaj then explained that, I chastise to those that I know that they will take the chastisement, and they will take that they will reform themselves out of that. So then, and after that, for with like, you know, up to that was like, I think in 2013. So now 2020, in like, you know, every time Guru Maharaj, whenever there is chastisement, but he actually always, after that, he at some point of time, he sat down and he explained. And also, like, you know, if he has chastised someone else, and in the night, if I'm there and I'm giving massage to Guru Maharaj, before goes to the bed, Guru Maharaj just asked, oh, was I too hard on him? Was I, should I speak with him? Or like, you know, should I call her? Should I send him an email? And like, you know, you can see that Guru Maharaj, like, you know, he's saying that, oh, that is one of the thing of being old age, that you get angry quickly. And I said, no, no, Guru Maharaj, it was perfectly all right, Guru Maharaj. Like, you know, the mistake was happened. But then Guru Maharaj next day, every time he makes it a point to actually contact that person and speak with them. So that is something so like, you know, amazing, that you just like, you know, you just feel like, you know, this is something which comes from spiritual world, this kind of relationship. And then like, you know, the next point I also like to share is always Guru Maharaj, the way Guru Maharaj presents Srila Prabhupada to us. Guru Maharaj is acting as a bridge between Srila Prabhupada and us. And Guru Maharaj, like, you know, often, like, you know, one time Guru Maharaj was taking prasadam, and then one of the like, I had one of the devotee with me, and and he asked the question that like, you know, Maharaj, whenever you explain, like whenever you discuss or you glorify Srila Prabhupada, it just feels something different. Like, you know, like, how come you have such love and affection and connection? This is something different with Srila Prabhupada. Then Guru Maharaj replied, yeah, it's because that Srila Prabhupada gave me that love and affection. And that's how I'm able to actually flow that's through me to all of you. So that's why Guru Maharaj is like, you know, everything he does, he always makes sure that Srila Prabhupada, like, you know, because of Srila Prabhupada, it's happening. Like, you know, we know that for Krishna consciousness life, the like, you know, we know that the main principle is that we have to keep Krishna in the middle, right? Like, you know, for our life. But for Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada is in the middle. Everything of Guru Maharaj is around Srila Prabhupada. Like, without Srila Prabhupada, there is nothing. Like, you know, Guru Maharaj is like, we are here because of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is the founding acharya of this movement. So that, like, you know, that projecting Srila Prabhupada in that way to us who are the third generation, it's such wonderful, like, you know, it's just always like, you know, all the time we actually feel about that we also ask that sometime to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj said that I got very limited time to spend with Srila Prabhupada. So like, you know, very at a very later stage I came. But whatever I received from Srila Prabhupada, like, you know, I always cherish that. And also another point also that I always try to, like, you know, also pass on to all of you, that when Srila Prabhupada, like, you know, while Guru Maharaj was serving Srila Prabhupada, like, you know, like he was going through all the thing and he was doing all the service for Srila. But when Srila Prabhupada left this material world, he actually, like, you know, after that, all those instructions, all those, like, you know, like, you know, like all the thing that Srila Prabhupada actually showed them to do, how to do things, they become more and more understandable. Like, you know, they actually, when Srila Prabhupada was here, like, you know, lots of things that couldn't be understood. But when Srila Prabhupada left this world, then with time and with more experience, that make more sense to them. So Guru Maharaj also, like, no, while you get opportunity to serve, please serve with all dedication, with wholeheartedly. Don't take it like, don't give your effort that half and half, because that's a like a mode of maintenance. Like, you know, we are like, you know, unfortunately we have became in a maintenance mode somehow or rather. So it just like, oh, it's going on, let's just do it. No, don't you should have that enthusiasm all the time. Utsaha is very important. So Guru Maharaj, and that's what we see in Guru Maharaj. Whenever there is someone comes with something new, or very with something very exciting to serve the Lord and to take this movement even further, Guru Maharaj is the first one be there, and he is always extending his hand to help them. Even with this, in this current situation, we know that where every one of us are even not willing to get out of our houses, Guru Maharaj is taking this effort to go to US, because there the program that they've started with food distribution, it's actually going really nicely. But Guru Maharaj think that I want to also go there and help them. Just making this, because Guru just he's in India, he's giving all the classes from there, it's all wonderful. But then Guru Maharaj is saying, no, if I go there, it actually will help the movement even further. So that's why it is such wonderful. Guru Maharaj is always so enthusiastic. And then the last thing I'd like to also share, that when Guru Maharaj tells us that just try to be a very nice devotee. So one day I asked Guru Maharaj, again, in the night when everybody went away, and I was there, and I just about to Guru Maharaj is just about to go to the to take rest, and I said, Guru Maharaj, your instruction that always try to be a nice devotee. What should we do? What are the steps? There are so many things that we can do, but where we should concentrate. And Guru Maharaj said that, do you remember, your vows while you take initiation? And I said, yes, Guru Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj said, and then Guru Maharaj explained, because all of us know that what the vows that Guru Maharaj always asks. But then Guru Maharaj specifically explained, and he actually put emphasis on the 3 C's. And if I just share that with you, that obviously the first vow that we took, that will follow the 4 regulative principle. And Guru Maharaj explained that that is the part of concentration and determination. So we should always make sure that 4 regulative principle, we should be very determined to make sure that we don't get we don't do anything that actually makes us coming out and doing something which is not part of the regulative principle. So that is the first C. The second C is that serve Srila Prabhupada. The second vow, always serve Srila Prabhupada. And then Guru Maharaj explained that serve Srila Prabhupada with compassion. That you, while you are serving Srila Prabhupada, there will be time and places comes, and then you have to put compassion. You have to help people. That so many people are there, they are going through so much hardship in life. And Srila Prabhupada actually had that compassion. And Srila Prabhupada actually help everyone. So when you are moving, you are taking this movement with you to forward, you also serve everyone with compassion. And the third one, Guru Maharaj, the third vow that we take when we are getting initiation is never leave ISKCON. And that is the part of cooperation. So Guru Maharaj explained that that while you are in ISKCON, there will be time and again you will have differences in opinion, differences with way of doing things, but that shouldn't let you to go out of ISKCON. You always make it a point that you have to be in ISKCON. So that's why cooperate with each other. There will be differences, but at the day's end, you all are servant. Don't act in a way that you always try to be at the front or try to do something that, oh, Krishna should see me in that way. No. I want to present myself to Krishna like this. I want to do these things to this, so that in that way. No, do your thing in such a way that you always feel that Krishna is watching you. So if you have that always back of your head, you will not do anything which is actually against the Vaishnava etiquettes. So that's what is very important. So that 3 C's that Guru Maharaj explained, that was really important. And I think that I'd like with that, I'm still very new, and probably most, like, quite a few of you have been serving Guru Maharaj for, well, quite long, but this is just my experience that I had with serving Guru Maharaj. And there are so many things, so many other, that, like, like I couldn't even, went into the part that how Guru Maharaj actually taught us that, in a day-to-day life, it start with cooking. Like Guru Maharaj, when Guru Maharaj is doing cooking and how he showed us. So there are so many things, like, that to share, but obviously we have limited time, and we have, after that, we have other participants also who will be sharing that. So I would like to take this opportunity to again, like, please